Although some of the faces were familiar, a new field general brought his own attention to detail to this Pirates team. From opening day in Chicago through the warm Berg nights of July, this group was different. It wasn't about wins and losses. It was about execution and effort. Play the game as it should be played, and you will be rewarded. Rewarded this 2011 Buccos team has been. Series win after series win has ignited this squad into the thick of the National League Central race. Come join us as one of the best stories in Major League Baseball takes the field before their adoring fans. It's time to write the next chapter of this remarkable story. Welcome to PNC Park for the first of a three-game series against the Chicago Cubs. Former Cub prospect Josh Harrison, Lyle Overbay, who's gotten the hot recently, and of course, Andrew McCutchen's been hot all year here in the Buccos. Are getting ready to take on the Cubbies in game one of this three-game series. And yeah, we're talking pennant race. It should be a wild weekend here, Bob Walk. The Pirates with the first of three against the Cubs, a division foe. And again, we are talking pennant race here in July.
Well, in normal times, Greg, I'm not going to be too excited about a July series. There's so much baseball to be played, but these aren't normal times. Right now, 3 games left to play before the All-Star break. Game out of first place. What a wonderful, wonderful story this would be for baseball, and especially here in Pittsburgh, if the Pittsburgh Pirates could be in first place at the break. And we're playing the Cubs.
Yeah, the Pirates have done great work against the Cubs. PNC achievement for the achiever in you.
You think about the Cubs, how poorly we've played over the last couple of years, but the one team we handled was the Cubbies. You look at the numbers there, 16 wins, last 23 games. I think this Pirate Club got to have a lot of confidence going into this 3-game series.
Well, a guy who's gotten real confident is Aramis Ramirez. The Cubs coming to town for the first time this season. Pirates and Cubs, game 1 of 3, right here on Root Sports. It's all coming up next from PNC Park.
On Root Sports is sponsored by Barrel Automotive. Barrel.com. Definitely worth the click. Let's go Bucks.
As always at PNC Park, it's a free shirt Friday. A very popular promotion. All fans receive a Pirates t-shirt at the gates. James McDonald takes the hill for the Pirates tonight in game 1 of the 3-game series against the Cubs. Kosuke Fukudome stepping in. Fukudome hitting .272 with 3 homers and 11 runs batted in. Cubs coming off a very exciting come-from-behind win. Yesterday they were down 8-0. One of their greatest comebacks ever. See if there's any momentum in baseball after their 10-9 victory over the Washington Nationals.
Depends on how Lopez pitches. That's momentum in baseball is your starting pitcher, how good he is.
Jim Leland used to preach that all the time. Momentum only as good as your next night's starting pitcher. 1-2 on Fukudome. Hitting .308 this season against Pirates pitching. James McDonald looking for win number 6. This is 18th start. Ground ball right side, backhand, and Walker's throw to get Fukudome. The 1 up and 1 down. We'll check out the rest of the lineup for the Chicago Cubs. They're Mike Quade, Starlene Castro will come to the plate, then red hot Aramis Ramirez, Carlos Pena. Hits cleanup, Giovanni Soto the catcher. Marlon Byrd recently returning off the DL is in center. Alfonso Solano in left. Darwin Barney is at second. And Rodrigo Lopez hoping not to cough up another potential victory. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that,
Something
Greg.
caught in my throat there, Bob. Sorry, I apologize.
Long box.
Oh.
Kind of got mixed up there on my buttons.
Ball 1 on Starlin Castro, 9th in the league with a .305 average. 112 hits, second most in the league. Day Automotive key matchup of the day.
Well, we haven't been able to do much against Starlin Castro. Look at those numbers, 391. And McDonald, though, he has been very good in his early Pirate career here at PNC Park. Likes pitching at home.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Castro. The Pirates are back at PNC Park, and they mean business.
Did you know Buccos liked slushies? Isn't that what that was?
Lemon ice, maybe?
Lemon ice?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a big hit on the
That
Pirate
goes way
ships.
back.
Yeah.
Yep. Still 1-2 on Castro. Cubs 36 wins, 53 losses. They are in 5th place in the National League Central Division, 11 back of the Brewers and Cardinals. Bucks just 1 game off the pace. Cincinnati trails by 3. Houston in last place. Fastball didn't miss by a lot, 2-2. On Castro, who is heading to the All-Star game and could wind up being the starter. Some injuries. A wave and a miss.
First 11 pitches, he's thrown 8 strikes. It's a good sign for J Mac, and that's, I think, what he needs to do to get deeper into ball games is jump ahead. There's the hook that got Castro to chase. 2 outs, both of them on curveballs. That Fukudome ground ball, the weak ground ball off the end of the bat, that was off a curveball.
Another important matchup with Aramis Ramirez at the plate. And he hits one deep to right center field. And Aramis Ramirez is the hottest player in baseball. That is his 10th home run in his last 31 plate appearances. Gives the Cubs a 1-0 lead.
First 2 months of the season, he hit 2 home runs. Over the first 2 months, had a pretty decent batting average, but just could do nothing long ball wise. And now nobody can keep him in the ballpark. Well, you know, when somebody comes in and they're that hot, you just hope he hits with nobody on base. And James McDonald did a good job with that. Just a solo home run.
Now it's Carlos Pena. Pirates with the overshift. And that got a good piece of the home plate umpire Wally Bell. Brad Henderson's going to come out and check him out.
Yeah, that really staggered him bad. Oh, got him right off the left elbow, maybe? Yep, right on the left elbow.
Carlos Pena looks on. There have been rumblings that who knows where these things originate, that the Pirates might have some interest in Carlos Pena. Head trainer Brad Henderson checking out Wally Bell. Las Diaz, the first base umpire. John Hirschbeck nearby, and Scott Berry, the umpiring crew. Hirschbeck, the crew chief. And it gives Hendu a little chance here to a little stand up, maybe, huh?
Oh, yeah.
A couple one-liners.
Yeah, he likes that.
Yeah.
You're always putting a smile on your face.
Wally Bell able to shake it off, and Carlos Pena will continue. All right, 0-1 count, 2 down, and a run in on the Ramos Ramirez home run. 15 homers on the year for Ramirez. Pena has 19, tied for 4th most in the league.
Nice changeup. Way out in front of that one. Got the strike zone presented by Range Resources. A good changeup and a good spot down at the knees. But the lack of speed really had Pena way out in front on a swing.
On the shift. 1-2 on Carlos Pena.
If you look at what Pena does against right-hand pitchers, he's one of the better hitters in the league. I mean, he does a great job. Batting average is fine, but he is just miserable against lefties, and that drags down his stats as a whole. I looked today, left-handers, he's hitting 111. That's not even a real good hitting pitcher. But watch out when there's a right-hander.
And with that wide open area on the left side, even with 2 strikes.
Why? There's 2 outs. I don't get this at all. There is 2 outs. Swing the bat. You're a home run hitter. Your job is to extra bases, hit home runs, not to lay down a bunt with 2 outs. So what? You're at first base. Now what? And with 2 strikes to boot.
Now 3-2.
If you want to bunt for a base hit, for me, you got to be able to steal second, or it's not going to do you a whole lot of good with 2 outs. It's not a good play. The base stealer, yeah, okay, because now it's a 2-out double. You get to second base.
Cubs signed Carlos Lee to a 1-year, $10 million deal.
The home run hitter is 320 down that line. 2-out bunt, 2-strike bunt.
Down on strikes he goes. A couple of strikeouts and a home run to give the Cubs the early lead against James McDonald. Now the Pirates go to work against Rodrigo Lopez and the Cubs. as we move to the bottom of the first inning, and his lineup looks like this. It's brought to you by Toyota moving forward. Alex Presley, Chase Darno, Garrett Jones, Andrew McCutchen in the cleanup spot. Neil Walker hits fifth, and it's Lyle Overbay, Josh Harrison, Michael McHenry, and James McDonald. Numbers on Rodrigo Lopez, making his fourth start. Bullpen action for Lopez, this well-traveled veteran. He'll turn 36 years old on Thursday.
Some Tommy John surgery a couple years back. Took him a while to get back to the big leagues. Last year's first full season since that surgery.
Strike is called on Alex Presley, and he made his Arizona Diamondbacks debut against the Pirates and pitched well against the Bucks. Nothing on Presley.
Led the National League last year in home runs allowed, earned runs given up.
Interestingly enough, no home runs allowed his last 83 batters faced. Rodrigo Lopez.
He might be totally back from the effects of that surgery. Some guys it takes a little longer than others. At least that's what we've seen over the years.
Pirates will try to be patient against Lopez and the pitching staff this weekend. Cubs pitchers have allowed a Major League Baseball high 340 walks. Let's see Rodrigo Lopez, what he did his last time out, and he pitched for Clint Hurdle with the Rockies. Ground ball to Pena. Presley is the first out. Clint Hurdle was skipper of the Rockies when Lopez pitched for that organization in 2007. He went 5-4 that year with a 4.42 ERA and 14 starts. Clint Hurdle's Bucks just a game out of first in the Central. Darno hitting .236 in his 13 Pirate games.
Yeah, another thing about these last 3 games being important, Greg, important maybe for some individuals. Some Pirates that are on the disabled list maybe coming back after the All-Star break. Last chance to impress.
Chase Darno, what will his immediate future be when Ronnie Cedeno returns, likely right after the break?
Pedro Alvarez may be coming back. Joe Biden will be coming back.
Two and two on Chase Darno.
Strike zone presented by Range Resources had that one in there, just a little away. Looked like Darno was thinking fastball, tried to pull it. Slider.
Chopper to the shortstop Castro, and on to first to get Darno. 2 outs. Follow the Pirates with the MLB.com at Bat 11 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit Pirates.com for details.
What are those outfits, Greg?
What do we have there? What is that all about?
Look like my shirt from the other night.
Well, were you wearing a different colored shirt?
Just yellow. It was a bright yellow. Nice, bright yellow. That was all.
Any kind of reaction
really,
to it?
It caused a big fuss.
A big fuss?
Big fuss, yes.
What was the fuss all about?
I don't know. It was
very bright. Fly ball to center. Back a few steps, Marlon Byrd. And the Bucks go down in order. Head to the second at PNC Park. Cubbies lead 1-0. Five, 6, 7 men in the order for the Chicago Cubs. Giovanni Soto, Marlon Byrd, Alfonso Soriano. Cubs catcher hitting .235.
He's been hitting well on the road trip. Maybe heating up a little bit.
One ball, one strike on Soto. Popped up. Way up there. McHenry makes the catch. Let's go downstairs to Dan Potash.
All right, Brownie, thank you very much. Well, a big crowd on hand tonight here at PNC Park, and Rivers Casino is also looking for a big crowd on Saturday, August the 13th, when Rankin's very own Monty Daza Clay actually is on the card for a very big fight night. Tonight he was on the mound for the very first pitch, and not too bad. And then, you know what? I think the Parrot's a pretty good sparring partner, do you not? Sure, why not? Tickets are available at ticketalternative.com. Oh, by the way, Roy Jones Jr. will be there the night before on the 12th for the weigh-in. So good stuff happening at the Rivers Casino on the North Shore. Watch out, Parrot, guys.
I don't know, Dan. Look at the Parrot. Talking about a weigh-in.
Yeah,
he's got him by, what, 200 pounds? Line drive, base hit up the middle. Marlon Byrd, a one-out single. Byrd was hit in the face by a pitch a few weeks ago, so there's that extra.
Did you see the video on that?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's scary. Hit him right there on his left cheek.
You got to give guys credit to come back like that, too. You know, that they can just step right up there. That's why Tony Sanchez hit in the face twice last year. The Pirates' top catching prospect. Second time finished his season. Just shattered his jaw, had to have it wired shut for weeks. Eric Fryer last year is currently now with the Pirates. Same thing happened to him. This is the May 21st game against Alfredo Aceves of the Boston Red Sox.
And the ball hits him so square it bounces straight back to the mound. That was no glancing blow. Look at the ball rolling back toward the mound. Oh, that was scary. Just a couple inches below the eye.
Marlon Bird recently back off that disabled list. Brings Alfonso Soriano to the plate, hitting .261. One ball and 2 strikes. Soriano 14 homers, 38 RBIs. Runner goes. A stolen base for Marlon Byrd, his second.
The Bird, excellent jump. I don't think that McHenry had much of a chance. Pretty quick release, pretty good throw. See the AGH cam showing us that the ball was on the bag about waist high, and Bird in there easy.
Strikeout. Soriano thought that ball hit the dirt.
Yep. McHenry grabbed it and held it up immediately. No, he didn't hit anything. No way, he turned the glove over, make sure it didn't get on the dirt. That's some quick hands to be able to do that. Looked like he was, going to catch it with the glove down the entire way, and right at the last second, he flipped the glove over and it just settled right in there.
Clint Hurdle praising McHenry again today, talking about this longtime minor leaguer. A truly amazing job that he's done taking over behind the plate, how he's handled the pitching staff. Great attitude. Line sharply into the seats. Darwin Barney, count of 0-2. Pirates rookie catcher Michael McHenry was pleased. Clint Hurdle with how he has performed behind the plate. Missed away with a 94-mile-per-hour fastball to Darwin Barney.
It's pretty amazing. You look at the lineup and think back what it was a month ago, a month before that. 10 guys on the Pirate disabled list in their game out of first place. It just makes it even more amazing.
I know the Pirates are starting to get some national attention, but I actually heard a national analyst on a network radio show the other day, Bob, say, you got to believe that eventually injuries will start to creep up on the Pirates, and they'll take their tolls on the Pirates. Apparently
10 guys on there right now. I mean, how many injuries are supposed to have? You would think that we'll start catching some breaks and, and not having injuries.
Right. Look out. Whoa. Shot into the seats.
Look at our starting shortstops on the DL. Pedro Alvarez has been on the DL for a long time, and his middle lineup hitter. Joe Bimel's been on the DL. Domit Snyder, both our starting catchers, who were off to great seasons offensively when they got hurt. Ross Ollendorf, who when the season started, I think everyone looked to that perhaps going to be the ace of the staff. We haven't had him all year. I mean, it's just amazing right now what they've done with the injuries they've had. So anybody that thinks that injuries are going to catch up to us hasn't paid any attention to what's already happened here. It's obvious.
Couldn't get him to offer at the breaking ball in the dirt, so he'll face Rodrigo Lopez, the pitcher. Speaking of injuries, AGH Sports Medicine injury update involving Pedro Alvarez. He continues his rehab now at AAA Indianapolis. $15-day DL since May 21st, right quad.
All this, the trade talk is starting to heat up. I heard a lot of people, mention about what kind of needs we might have. I think a lot of that depends on what Pedro Alvarez gives us the second half and what he might give us here before the end of the month. If he comes back and is hitting home runs, and that solves a lot of problems. You don't have to look for much.
But it is neat, as Clint Hurdle said the other day, that he and Neil Huntington having meetings about what could take place, perhaps what additions, perhaps from outside the organization. As Clint Hurdle said, I don't think you guys have had meetings like that in the recent past. Donald tosses on to first, and the Cubs strand a couple. Head to the bottom of the second inning at PNC Park, 1-0 Chicago. This weekend, the Jolly Rogers, we moved to the bottom of the second inning just to finish up our HEH Sports Medicine injury update, talking about Pedro Alvarez and hoping he returns before too long. Clint Hurdle said, I can't say 100%, but I think he's close to that in terms of certainly his health. Basically just a matter of getting that swing back.
Yeah, we need to get the Pedro Alvarez in the last 2 months of the season last year, the one that was pounding the ball over that Clemente wall pretty regularly. That would be a huge help for the second half of the season. But you're right, Greg. It is fun to be in July and be in the pennant race and talk about what you need, what you don't have, what you might get.
Hurdle said, I was with Colorado, of course. A couple times we were approaching the playoffs and in contention. One time, obviously, the Rockies got to the World Series, and then he said even last year we had discussions, and we of course added Cliff Lee. So it is fun stuff to think that the Pirates are seriously talking about this year. Want to let this opportunity go by. This close to a division title. Approaching the All-Star break, just a game back.
I had a Pirate fan today. His name is Cade. Told me if the Pirates need help hitting, that he would be available.
Oh, how about that?
Cade is 5.
Okay, well. Any idea what the cost would be to acquire somebody like Cade?
I think like
a couple prospects,
like a new glove or something.
All right,
he'd play for it. I told him, I said, you get a little older, we'll be waiting for you. Everybody in the city is very excited about the Pirates. It's young, old, doesn't matter. Especially the young kids. They love this. And I understand why.
They love coming out now to PNC Park, where we expect Jam-packed crowds through the weekend. And a strike as McCutchen thought might get a ball 4 call.
See where that pitch was. Take a look at the strike zone presented by Range Resources. Yeah, it's high. That one definitely is high.
If you've got a question for Bob Walk, now's the time to ask. Grab your cell phone, text the keyword booth, followed by your question, your name to 412-412. Message and data rates may apply. Text the booth on Root Sports. Neil Walker tied for 9th in the league with 55 RBIs. See if McCutchen tries to run here against Lopez. 15 stolen bases in 20 tries. Walker takes strike 1. Again, McCutchen back.
It looked like after Soto gave the pickoff sign that he actually put his hand in his catcher's glove in front of his chest and came set as if to say, make sure you wait a little bit before you go over there. And that's exactly what Lopez did. He waited, and then went over.
Not very good in keeping that running game in check, Lopez. See if the Pirates try to take advantage of that, but now Walker in the hole 0-2. Fun stuff talking about the Pirates in a division race. We are the 8th of July, and your Bucks 1 game behind Milwaukee and St. Louis. The Reds and Brewers meet at 8:10. Zach Greinke on the mound for Milwaukee against Mike Leake. The Cardinals fell to the Diamondbacks last night. They'll play game 2 of that 4-game series. Kyle Loesch for St. Louis against Ian Kennedy. 0-2 count on Walker. And a double play ball. Routine.
Yep, that was pretty easy. McCutchen didn't slide. Or if Castro might not like that. Just ran through the bag.
Overbay. A little hot streak lately. 4-game hitting streak. 8 for 16 in those 4 games.
The Pirates offense as a whole had a nice little spurt there for a little while. One of the reasons why the Pirates were able to push up to the top of the division.
Line sharply to right field in front of Fukudome.
Take a look at the strike zone presented by Range Resources. That one pretty much right down the middle at the knees. A lot of lefties like that ball down.
Big crowd on hand. Allegheny General Hospital Rotunda.
Expect the sellout tonight, don't we? I heard that somewhere earlier today.
I think they're selling standing room tonight, tomorrow. Sky Blast tomorrow. Sunday afternoon should be a big crowd. Josh Harrison has this one out of play. Sixth round pick of the Chicago Cubs 3 years ago out of the University of Cincinnati. Bucks got him in the John Grabo, Tom Gorzelani deal. Into right field. And that's a base hit that rolls toward the corner. And a little bit of trouble for Fukudome, but with Lyle Overbay, who does not run all that well at first base, able to hold the runner at third. A double for Harrison.
Too bad that had that double play to start the inning. A couple of balls hit well to right field. Well, this one kind of slashed in a good spot. Overbay, not a lot of speed, couldn't get all the way to the plate, even though that throw wasn't the strongest we've ever seen. Fukudome shaking his hand for it.
Michael McHenry.
Playing him awful cheap in the outfield. Shallow all the way around. A lot of room behind everybody, especially left field. Soriano's got much lawn behind him as he has in front of him.
Flare to right field, and it will be caught by Fukudome.
Shallow for a reason.
Yucking it up with Fukudome as he robs McHenry of a hit. Lead off after making this fine catch.
I mentioned everybody playing shallow, and good thing Fukudome did not have far to run and barely got there in time. This really is a fine running catch. He had to commit to it.
Michael McHenry looked as though he might have a two-run single.
McHenry there with the sign pointing real quick. He was reminding McDonald that he's got to cover first base on a ground ball to that side.
Fukudome grounded to second his first time. Two and 0. Fukudome second on their club with 40 walks. Carlos Pena has walked 48 times. The Cubs as a team, just 218 free passes. That is the fewest amount of walks in Major League Baseball. Barrel Automotive league leaders in terms of allowing 3 runs or less over a stretch of ball games. Most consecutive starts allowing 3 or fewer. Active streaks. Johnny Cueto of the Reds with a dozen. Cole Hamels of the Phillies with 10, and James McDonald third on that list. Barrel Automotive definitely worth the click. Shortstop d'Arnaud retires Fukudome. One out in the top of the third. And now Starlin Castro. McDonald was able to strike him out in the first.
And Ramirez is up, so got to really bear down on Castro.
With Jose Reyes on the disabled list and Troy Tulowitzki not 100%, there's a shot that Castro could be the starting shortstop for the National League in Phoenix on Tuesday night. Anybody heading to the Midsummer Classic? Those stars on the back of their jerseys. Even Mike Quade, who's a coach, has those all-stars. Youngest player in Cubs history to be named an all-star. 2-1 on Starlin Castro. 112 hits, tied for second in the league, and tied for fourth in the majors. Two ball, 2 strike count.
He struck him out with that curveball last time. Similar situation, had it down and away. And the chase one that was well out of the zone. Can't get together with McHenry right now. Decided to start over. We'll go fastball away.
First baseman Overbay headed toward the railing and bounces into the front row.
Yeah, fastball didn't get away, but didn't really make any difference. When you got a good fastball, you can miss your spot, and most time doesn't hurt you too bad. Especially when you have 2 strikes. That hitter's usually not very aggressive after that heater. He got that one where he wanted to.
Two and 2. Full count.
That's pitch he swung at last time, huh? Maybe not quite that far out,
Yeah.
but pretty close to it. Can't get anything by the fort, can you?
Nope. He will not allow it.
Got out there nice and quick.
Right field. And Garrett Jones. 2 up, 2 down in the third inning. Iron City Music presents Sky Blast, featuring 38 Special in concert tomorrow after the Buccos Cubs 7:05 game. Don't miss Sky Blast, presented by Iron City Music, featuring 38 Special tomorrow night. A few tickets do remain. Get yours by going to Pirates.com. A little jam shot, and that's what Ramirez does with that.
Oh, that's what happens when you're as hot as he is. You hit the ball well. It's out of the ballpark. The ball buried inside on your hands, you still get a hit. When you're going good. Right off the handle.
Well, they struck out Carlos Pena after the Ramirez first inning homer. $19 home runs for Carlos Pena. 276 at bats. That's the 4th best home run to at bat ratio in the league.
So you're saying he is a home run hitter, not a bunter.
Most at bats, I'd say he is, but that first at bat was odd, peculiar. Showed bunt on a 2-2 pitch.
McDonald's throwing him a couple of real fine changeups tonight.
And out in front, 1-2. That evens it up against Carlos Pena.
He might have tried to overthrow that a little bit. That fastball looked like McHenry had called it inside. He jumped inside to give him a target. The ball was well down and away. Put a little bit too much on it.
Checks. It's 3-2.
Going to hold the runner on. That'll allow Overbay to back up a little bit. His ball's hit hard down that way. A little bit better chance to catch it.
Full count on Carlos Pena. And that shift on, you see. Walker in shallow right. Josh Harrison over from third, playing the second base position. And it's first and second as he walks Carlos Pena. Will face Giovanni Soto with 2 aboard.
We'll be talking about that pitch count. Looks like again tonight. 2 2/3 so far, and that was pitch number 60.
Against the Nationals 6 days ago in D.C., he went 6 1/3 on 97 pitches. His way inside. Searage out to talk to McDonald, who actually had back-to-back starts last month against Houston and Baltimore, where he threw over 100 pitches, fewer than 6 innings. You see that no decision against the Nationals. The Pirates won that game 5-3.
Baltimore went 4 2/3, 104.
Before that Houston game 5 2/3, 109 pitches. And here's the breakdown by innings tonight. He has pitched well here at PNC Park in his 8 starts, an ERA under 3. He'll have to bear down here against Soto. And this is 2-0. Soto hitting .421 his last 5 games. And a pop-up. Is there room? No. McHenry and Overbay went over. So it's 2-1 on Soto. And a very unpopular Cub fan showing off. What do you think of that, Bob?
Well, he made the catch. Let him show off. I mean, that's the Cubs are known for catching foul balls, aren't they? Whether it keeps them out of the World Series or not, they're good at that.
Hit to right, Jones back at the track. And there, the Cubs strand a pair. Go to the bottom half of the 3rd here at PNC Park. Cubs lead the Bucks 1-0. The Cubs 135 Kids Day. All youngsters 14 and under get pierogi wind-up racers courtesy of Mrs. T's Pierogies. Come early for the #1 Cochrane Kids Fun Zone out on Federal Street, and then kids run the bases after the game thanks to H.K. Anderson Pretzels. For tickets, go to Pirates.com.
Have your own pierogi race. You can decide who you want to win right around the kitchen table.
Head to the bottom half of inning number 3 with the Cubs leading the Pirates 1-0. James McDonald 3 hits and 30 at bats this season. Rodrigo Lopez out in front 0-2. Traded to Chicago in a minor league deal with Atlanta May 26th. Down goes McDonald.
Right down the middle. Lopez not really a hard thrower at all. Has to move the ball around, keep it on the edges, and change the speeds. Using that slider an awful lot tonight. Second time through the lineup, see if we have a little bit more success.
Three-time opening day starter for the Baltimore Orioles, Rodrigo Lopez. Strike on Alex Presley. Eleventh game for Presley since his call up. Playing every day, left field. Jose Tabata on the disabled list. One ball, two strike count.
Presley is impressed.
Hitting .360 over his last 6 games.
That OPS number that is really big nowadays is up around 900. That's excellent. Batting average just seems so old-fashioned, doesn't it?
I like it.
Batting average?
Yeah.
Just an old-fashioned number, Greg.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean much anymore. Those days are over.
To each his own. I like the batting average, the RBIs, the runs scored. I like the other numbers. Ooh, slapped.
Base hit.
Lopez, any chance at all that they had would have been Starlin Castro.
Yeah, I think that is true almost every time you see a pitcher try to make some great play on a ball up the middle. The catcher, or excuse me, the shortstop would have probably been there and had it. And the only time that's not the case is if he swung over in the hole, and with a left-hand hitter up, can't believe he swung over in the hole. I mean, look how far Ramirez is playing off the line. Oh, we caught a break on that one.
Well, Presley and d'Arnaud have been very aggressive and fearless on the bases in a short amount of time. See if Presley isn't aggressive right now. Not wait till you get too deep into this thing here with the d'Arnaud at the plate. Last year, opponents stole 22 out of 24 when Lopez was with the Diamondbacks. They're 2 for 2 this season. And d'Arnaud toward right and heading over there, and Fukudome will not make this catch. That's going to bounce up against the wall. And the Bucks have runners at second and third with one away. Chase d'Arnaud doubles to right.
Presley had to wait just a little bit to see if that ball was going to make it over Fukudome's head. There was just one out. He can't just put his head down and take off. Gets over his head. It's kind of a nice play by Fukudome, though. He got the ball on one bounce, quickly got it back to the infield. Made sure Presley couldn't take any liberties as he was going around third.
Well, the infield will concede a run here. Garrett Jones at the plate. Flied out to Marlon Byrd, his first at bat. Last year when Lopez made his Diamondbacks debut in Phoenix, April the 9th. Made that debut against Pittsburgh, and the D-backs won that game 9-1. Garrett Jones had 2 hits that night. Lopez went 6 innings, gave up a run on 6 hits.
Charlie Morton start that for Parks?
He did.
I remember that game. It looked like we were going to score a bunch of runs early off Lopez, and then he regrouped, and then Charlie
has scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning. Walk away with it. Chance to get at least one here. They're conceding with 1 out. Lays off 1-2. Jones 32 runs batted in. Seven hits in his last 22 at bats with men in scoring position. Two and two on Garrett Jones.
It was a good one to lay off of. It looked pretty tantalizing going in there. Just fell out of the strike zone very last moment. Here needs to get this ball put in play. He'll have an easy RBI.
Rodrigo Lopez, the 35-year-old veteran. His team leading 1-0. 3rd inning. Pop up. First baseman Pena called off by the second baseman Barney. Frustrating at bat for Jones.
Yeah, that wasn't too much you could do to not get a run in. If you got a fair ball, obviously that's one of them, was to pop one up in the infield. Got a ball that was up out of the strike zone a little bit.
Well, McCutchen to the plate with Presley at 3rd and then d'Arnaud at 2nd. McCutchen walked in the 2nd. Neil Walker is on deck. Giovanni Soto and Rodrigo Lopez going over strategy. Lopez originally signed by the Padres. The Mexican-born right-hander. Looking to give his team a big lift here. And strike one. A foul ball by Andrew McCutchen. He's hit safely in 7 of his last 8 ball games. He's reached base safely in 20 straight games here at PNC Park.
This would be pretty clutch for Kutch to knock in these 2 runs. 2 outs.
Hit by the pitch to load them up. It'll be up to Neil Walker.
Jolly Roger, right on his face.
You don't do that, Bob.
No, you don't disrespect the Jolly Roger like that.
I
think Walker will make him pay for that mistake.
To walk the plank now. Presley at 3rd. d'Arnaud at 2nd. McCutchen at 1st. With an unhappy Jolly Roger on his sleeve.
That's right.
Strike one.
McCutchen right on the bicep. I hope that ball's okay. I've seen that bicep.
The baseball might be hurting. 0-1 on Neil Walker. 5 hits and a dozen at bats with the bases loaded this season. And up the middle. Second baseman there. Barney the throw and will not get him. And the Pirates will score 2. The young, battling, aggressive Bucks. d'Arnaud did not stop. And he scores uncontested. It's 2-1 Pirates on an infield single by Walker.
This is pretty awesome to watch. Walker going as hard as he can down that line, barely beats it out, and before you know it, where did d'Arnaud come from? Oh, just got the front edge of the bag just in time.
Pena with a look toward the first base umpire to see what the call was.
And then he looked toward third, but d'Arnaud wasn't there. He was heading home. Bucks with the lead.
Fly ball to center fielder Marlon Byrd makes the catch. Give Neil Walker 2 RBIs, 57 on the year, and give the Pirates a 2-1 lead through 3.
Is sponsored by Toyota. Buy right the first time and save more. Visit your local Toyota dealer for details. And by AT&T. Let's go Bucks.
Bucks lead 2-1 onto the 4th. Marlon Byrd, Alfonso Soriano, Darwin Barney against McDonald. 2 ribbies for Neil Walker on the infield hit, giving him 57 now on the season. Byrd singled and stole second in the second. Love to see McDonald have a quick, efficient inning. 6, 7, 8 men in the order. He falls behind 2-1. Byrd activated from the DL on Saturday after missing 6 weeks. Line drive, base hit for Marlon Byrd. Tonight's trivia question brought to you by AT&T Mobility. Which Pirate holds the franchise record for most home runs before the All-Star break?
Oh, that'd be Ralph Kiner, Greg.
All right. There you have it. So Ralph Kiner, and we'll make this official in the bottom half of the inning.
Oh yeah, you got to wait till the bottom half to make it official.
Bob didn't give you much of a chance. Sorry about that. He's like that sometimes.
Yeah, if I know the answer, I put it out there.
Yep.
No reason to wait around. Act like I don't know it. You know?
Michael McHenry will go to the mound. Talk to James McDonald. For those of us who are students of television broadcasts, of course, if you're watching real closely with how Bob Walk and the director tonight, Pete Toma, worked in tandem, you would notice that as soon as Bob uttered the words Ralph Kiner, the camera was on the Kiner plaque. So they were working in now whether they're both in cahoots, apparently so.
No reason to draw it out, wait around, get it over with. Let the folks know who it is.
Don't waste your time even thinking about that answer then. Worry about tomorrow's. Bounced to third. It's a fair ball. Harrison to second, and the nice pick up there by Neil Walker saves Harrison an error.
I wasn't sure if he had control of that. Looked for a moment he had a little bobble going, but apparently grabbed a hold of it in time. Not really a double play ball. Yeah, I got it. It's right here.
Yeah. Good sales job.
Yeah, I'm not sure he exactly had it. He might have it pinned against his leg for a moment, but I guess that counts. So, Greg, are you saying that it might not be Kiner? I mean, that's what you're inferring.
I'm not inferring anything. You've already given us the answer. How could I infer anything? You said, Greg, that'd be Ralph Kiner. Case closed. I'm not even, like I said, I'm moving on thinking about tomorrow's. Ball one on Darwin Barney, who walked in the second. Having a great rookie year. Soriano 1 steal in 2 attempts. At one time he was a threat. It's about in every facet. The long ball and the stolen base. Chop towards short. Darno. There's one. And they turn 2. Walker got rid of that ball in a hurry. So did Darno. Pirates lead it, and we'll just go through this formality now. The drama long gone. Bob gave you the answer, kind of like Jeopardy. which Pirate holds the franchise record for most home runs before the All-Star break? Bob said that'd be Ralph Kiner. Whoa, Bob, you were wrong. Willie Stargell, 30 in 1971 and in 1973.
Wow, I don't know what to say about that, Greg.
You could apologize.
There they are. Yeah, Ralph, 24, wasn't close. Huh. Guess I missed that. I don't know everything, but one thing I do know, Greg.
Yeah.
I know that our colors are black and gold,
right?
Not red. I do know that.
Root Sports. Did you see what Stan had on tonight?
Black, gold.
P.
Black, gold. Pirates. Not
P.
red. Not red.
Take a look around the ballpark. By the way, I'd like to thank Mark Garda, our director of broadcasting, for providing me with this nice red shirt. Root red, there you are.
Black and gold Pirates.
Team player, Root Sports Pirates. Thank you, Root Sports people.
Josh has no red on. Black and gold.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, it does. Oh, wait, there's a little spot of red.
Isn't that funny? Wrong again. So it was Ralph Kiner, you say?
Ralph Kiner,
Yeah.
24. If you don't count Willie.
Yeah, of course we would. Oh, nice little play there by Lopez to retire Harrison. One up and one down. Bottom third of the Pirates batting order. Lopez will face Michael McHenry, who was robbed of a base hit and at least one RBI by Kosuke Fukudome in the second. Fukudome was playing McHenry very shallow.
It paid off for him. They're actually not in quite as shallow this time. They don't have to worry about making a throw home in case there's a base hit. Pirates everywhere. You know what? Another thing I love about this year. I love a lot about this year. There's huge crowds and everything. But how about all the people dressing like Pirates coming to the ballpark? I think that's
every game.
That's a neat thing. Yeah.
Yep.
We even seen that on the road a
Yep.
lot. People dressing up in the costumes.
Two on McHenry. Dressing like Pirates.
No more lemon ice, though. Finish that.
Got the red bandana.
Yeah, but he's wearing mainly black and gold.
Red, now let me ask you something.
Red is an accent
Are
color.
you being
right?
critical of this man wearing red?
Red
Are you
is
criticizing him wearing red?
No, because he's wearing it as an accent color,
and
not as a main color. It's an accent color. That's proper. That's proper.
And that?
That's to show that you're an official, a stadium official. You're not a stadium official. That's so they'll stand out.
Thank you. Fly ball to center, hit deep.
Get up, get up. Not enough.
Well, you know, guys that are in charge read promos. So tomorrow on IPB, our all-star Joel Hanrahan takes us center stage and into the Bucks clubhouse with his Hanracam for an interview with Daniel McCutchen. Catch Inside Pirates Baseball tomorrow at 6 on Root Sports.
By the way, Greg, there is a reason why the stadium officials are wearing red. Because the fans wear black and gold. They want them to stand out.
Oh. I got a text from someone. I didn't see the telecast yesterday. It was on, or the day before. It was on radio. But I understand that because you were looking to stand out, you had a golf shirt on that was
yellow, gold.
Well, someone said it looked like a yellow highlighter.
Oh yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it wasn't as green as that. It was more yellow.
Oh, okay.
But it was very bright.
Did you stand out?
Apparently. You got one text, I got a billion.
People are telling me that they would like to see you wear that every night, though.
Look at that.
People are telling me they'd like to see you wear that every night. Could we get you to do that?
Only if I had 4 or 5 of them. It was that color right there, Greg. That was the color of my shirt last night.
No, actually, it was more like that, Bob.
No, it wasn't. Change up to a pitcher.
If we get enough golf shirts, those yellow fluorescent golf shirts, will you wear them every night for us?
Sure. Give me 7, I'll wear them every night.
There you go, Mr. Garda.
As long as it's team color, I'll wear it.
Yeah. Well, these are the team stores, by the way. You can buy these shirts. Nice little pick by Ramirez. And McCutchen, McDonald is retired, and the Bucks go down 1, 2, 3. But after 4 innings, Pirates are seeing red. They lead 2-1.
Our thanks to the AGH cam for the beautiful pictures you're looking at tonight here at PNC Park. And I'm sure, in talking about beautiful pictures, that when Chase D'Arnaud was first called up by the Buccos back on June 24th, he was blown away by the beauty of PNC Park. And you know what? Who isn't blown away? But I should tell you that Chase played college baseball at Pepperdine University in Malibu. And that's the look he saw every day playing ball. And guys, if you think that's nice, you should see what the rest of the campus looks like. How in the world do you study going to a school like that?
That is crazy.
It's a beautiful place.
Wow.
I mean, that's awesome. Right off of Pacific Coast Highway.
I'm going to date myself. I played that ballpark before they had the palm trees out there. And you can see how tall they are.
Well, if I went to school there, I'd ditch all the time.
It is a beautiful place, that's for sure. The ballpark just above Malibu Beach.
As Dan said, pretty beautiful right here in Pittsburgh. PNC Park. Game 1 of 3. The Pirates lead 2-1, and Lopez being easy out, the pitcher, and back to the top of the order. Said we expect huge crowds. Obviously have a big one tonight. Tomorrow night, Sky Blast. Sunday, Kids Sunday before the All-Star break. And check out that schedule, because the Pirates have just 6 more home games left this month. Following the All-Star break, they'll go to Houston and then host the Reds and Cardinals. Cincinnati in town Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday afternoon, July 18th through the 20th. And then the Cardinals are in the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Cincinnati started the day 2 back of Pittsburgh in the Central, with Milwaukee and St. Louis leading the Pirates by 1 game. Cincinnati has a 2-0 lead early in the second at Milwaukee. Joey Votto with his 13th home run. The Diamondbacks and the Cardinals are scoreless in the second. Oh, 0-1 on Fukudome.
Yeah, I want to root for Cincinnati because I want to get us to first place before the All-Star break, but at the same time, I gotta believe Cincinnati's going to be right in the thick of things all the way to the end. If you look in the long run, it doesn't matter which one of those two teams wins or loses tonight. If we're going to win this thing, we're going to have to deal with both of them. Cincinnati got a good club. And they, in fact, pretty much dominated there in the early part of the season. They came out of the chute pretty fast.
Two and 1 on Fukudome. And it stays 2-2. Just foul. Harrison had, with 2 strikes, swung well over almost to the shortstop position.
See how much room there is with that view down the left field line. That's where it looked like he was trying to hit the ball.
Interesting that the Pirates would swing their third baseman over there with a guy like Fukudome, but their graphs and charts, records,
they show that's where he hits.
That's exactly where he hits. He gets 2 strikes, you take the bunt away and move that third baseman off the line. And it's grounded to the right side. Fukudome is 0 for 3. And 2 ground ball outs in this inning. The last 4 men retired via the ground ball. Up-to-date standings and scoreboard.
You see why you don't want to root for Cincinnati too much, because they're right there. I don't think they're going to go away this year. It's shaping up to be a 4-team race.
Bucks play the Reds 6 more times, 9 more times. All at home, right? All Red games at home now.
Yes, we don't go back to Cincinnati.
One ball, 2 strikes to count.
Right on the right off the inside corner. Got a strike. So the Reds are here, Greg. You're not going to be wearing that shirt, are you?
No, wouldn't do it against the Reds.
All right, just check.
That'd be silly. Say I wouldn't wear the blue Pirate shirt that I have tonight, which I had. I've got a green Pirate shirt for St. Paddy's Day. Take another look.
Curveball that just stayed a little high. No, strike zone says that was there. Saw it light up Pirate yellow.
And the pop up. Right field, Jones on 1-2-3 for James McDonald. Halfway mark. Pirates lead 2-1.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is sponsored by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
And we're back here at PNC Park, where the top of the batting order goes to work. Third time around against Rodrigo Lopez. Alex Presley started the third inning rally with an infield base hit. Strike one, 2 runs, 5 hits for Pittsburgh, 1 run, 4 hits for Chicago. Veteran Lopez against the young guns. Presley and d'Arnaud at the top. Partying in PNC Park and partying on the Duchess.
You can hear the Duchess giving us a little salute as heads down the Allegheny. You know, Greg, when Presley hit that ground ball that the pitcher knocked, that Lopez knocked down, that Castro, if he was playing where he is right now, I don't think he does get that. I said that I thought that he would get it. Look how far he's playing. Foul ball. Look how far he's playing. He's not really in the hole, but he's playing dead straight up, not playing him to pull the ball on the ground at all. I don't know if he would have been able to get to that ground ball, because it was going to be just about right over the top of the rubber. And he has swung quite a ways over toward what would be just straight up normal shortstop. So whatever charts they have on Presley, which probably not much, they don't have him pulling the ball on the ground. But normally with a left-hander, he would be, I'd say, 2 more steps to his left, so he could cover at least some of that middle part of the infield.
Look at that. Presley 2 for 3. Brings up Chase d'Arnaud. Okay, I just want to tell you, though, just so you know, these are available in the Majestic, the clubhouse store here at PNC Park. You can buy all kinds of colors. I happen to have, I went and bought. I bought about 15 different colored shirts. Bob, Steve, they were given freebies, and this is what they wear, and I like it. I do like it. I like that highlighter yellow, and I hope you wear that. You on TV tomorrow or Sunday?
No, Sunday.
I would love to see that bright yellow in the bright sunlight. I think that'd be neat.
Okay. I can do that.
So we'll get you and Tim. Actually, if Tim would wear his. Oh, ball dropped by Pena. That would have been close.
Yep. I think Alex was running on that one. A big flinch towards second just before he came back toward first, and that was going to cost some time. Watch, there it is. Yeah, I think he would have made it anyway, but Pena couldn't close on the ball.
Presley wants to run. One of the missions he was on to return to the big leagues was to go down AAA Indy, and he didn't make the club out of spring training, and use those legs, use them as a weapon. He stole 18 bases, 22 attempts at AAA Indy. Pitch out, not going. Chase d'Arnaud down to AAA Indy was 17 out of 20 in the stolen base department.
I don't know what he has, 5 now, doesn't he?
d'Arnaud is 5 for 5.
It seemed like he's been here
long
enough to have 5 steals already.
Just the 11th game for Presley. Neat look there. Presley, some little idiosyncrasies players will use at the plate, even on the bases, with the timing down. Good looking red Pirates t-shirt. Again, Lopez very concerned with Presley.
You can really get a feel for how close that is with the AGH camera slowing everything down.
Will he go? Not yet. That could be a double play, and it is. Darno hits into the DP.
Darno maybe a little over anxious there. You got a base stealer on. You got to take a few pitches. That's part of hitting number 2 in the batting order. You got to be willing to take a strike and let the base stealer have a shot at it. You know, some guys, the real good number 2 hitters, veteran guys, they'll go as far as taking a couple of strikes. It was a 1-0 pitch, right? Rather than into a double play on. He definitely could have taken that one. Count would have been the 1-1, even if Presley doesn't go, which he wasn't. 1-1, you get back to even. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's a line drive. Stay fair and foul. Line drive off Garrett Jones' bat.
Look how close that is to the foul pole. About maybe 8 feet.
Jones popped up in the 3rd inning. Pirates had runners at 2nd and 3rd. 1 out when he popped up to 2nd. Two and 2 on Garrett Jones. Now full count. McCutchen on deck, and Lopez just assumed would not want to face him. Breaking ball, a fly ball to left. Leadoff hit, double play, and a fly out. Move to the 6th in Pittsburgh. Pirates lead the Cubs 2-1.
Baseball on Root Sports is sponsored by Levin Furniture, home of the Tempur-Pedic, the most recommended mattress in America. Let's go Bucks!
Aramis Ramirez, who homered in the first inning and singled in the third, is hit by the pitch to start the sixth. A breaking ball that didn't break.
Even though it was a breaking ball, it hit around the elbow, which is always a vulnerable spot to get hit. He actually threw his elbow right up in the flight path of the ball. If he had kept his elbow down, when the hit would have got him, looked like in the shoulder. It was a curveball, but even curveballs can hurt if they hit you in a spot like that.
Mark O'Neill checks on him. First base coach Bob Dernier. And now the batter Carlos Pena, who has struck out and walked. Ball one. Bucks get their bullpen working.
Looks like it's going to be another night that J-Mac really doesn't have a chance to get to 7.
Presley in left center. One out in the 6th. Brings up Soto. Ramirez at first. Hit by the pitch. Soto has fouled out to McHenry. And last time up, hit the ball to the warning track and right. A double play candidate.
This is going to be pitch number 94. McHenry is going to have a little talk about that curveball. There's a couple of them this inning have been up very high. And those are the kind of things I think that Clint Hurdle looks at more than the pitch count. Things like all of a sudden the curveball is up above the waist. He's not getting out, not getting that release point out there where it should. And that could be, not always, but it could be a sign of running out of gas. Dropped that one in there nicely, though. But where that one finished up, that's as high as you ever want to throw a curveball.
One ball, 2 strikes now.
Good visit by McHenry, huh?
Yeah, back-to-back good pitches since. Two and two. Chris Rhysop in the bullpen. Struck him out.
Excellent curveball there. Talk about location. That it was absolute perfect for a 2-strike curveball. It fell off the table right to the floor.
4 Ks for James McDonald as he gets Soto and now faces Marlon Byrd, who's 2 for 2 against him. Byrd and Ramirez have the 4 hits for the Cubs. And that's a fair ball. Rolls along the line, and Ramirez, who does not run well, is at third base with a double by Marlon Byrd.
Puts it right inside the bag. See, the grass slowed it down nicely. Even though Ramirez doesn't run very well, Greg, if that ball gets down into the corner, you don't know what kind of bounce it might take off the padding, off the little concrete there at the bottom. That can always be trouble. But because it's slowed down, Presley able to cut it off easily.
That is going to be it. Clint Hurdle going to the home plate umpire Wally Bell. Going to have a double switch here. McDonald will go 5 2/3. He'll leave with a lead, and it will once again be up to Chris Riesop to try and strand runners. In this case, both Ramirez and Byrd in scoring position in a 1-run ball game.
Will extend that streak that McDonald has to 10 games now without giving up 3 runs or more.
Riesop will face Soriano when we return.
McDonald was not efficient with his pitches, but threw enough fine ones to come out of this with a 1-run lead, 2-1 ball game. It's a nice double play ball in that inning. I think that the thing, Greg, with J-Mac today was a little inconsistency with the curveball. You saw that last one there. Really breaking fine in a perfect spot, but then he threw others that barely got below the letters. In fact, the one that started off this inning, which now basically has got him out of the ball game with second and third and 2 outs, way up and in, and hitting Ramirez, just never really got a feel for it to throw it where he wanted to most of the time. Xavier Powell is now patrolling right field.
Chris Riesop has been phenomenal.
Outstanding.
Quick strike.
His strikeout numbers are absolutely fabulous.
8 Ks last 5 appearances, covering 3 2/3.
He's going to have, he's got 50 strikeouts. We're just a little bit over the halfway mark. It's not a stretch to think that he could have 100 strikeouts coming out of the bullpen this year.
And quickly out in front, 0-2.
Always a huge accomplishment, I think.
Riesop ranks 7th among National League relievers, averaging 11.5 strikeouts per 9. He has inherited the most runners in the major leagues, 39 entering tonight. toward left center field. A gap shot on an 0-2 pitch will give the Cubs the lead. Alfonso Soriano. 3-2 Chicago.
A bad mental mistake there by Rysop. With a game like that, 2 runners on, go ahead, run at second base. You just can't get this much of the plate with an 0-2 fastball. And now that looked like it was mid-thigh, middle of the plate. It's got to be off the plate somewhere.
That closes the book on McDonald. Now he can lose it. He gives up 3 in 5 2/3. The batter Darwin Barney with the pitcher on deck. Barney hitting .348 with men in scoring position this season. It's 8th best in the league. The rookie Darwin Barney. Pitcher on deck. He should get nothing to hit. Cubs now lead by a run. Soriano now with 40 RBIs on the year. A tough play. Harrison did all he could, but the safe call. Infield single.
Excellent play by Harrison. You know, watch him, the way he comes in, and it quickly gets rid of the ball. He had something on the throw too. It got over there. Great fashion. I mean, there is absolutely nothing more you can expect the third baseman to do on that play.
Rodrigo Lopez 0 for 2. He and the Cubs now have the lead. It was 1-0 after the Ramirez first inning homer. Pirates scored twice in the third. Now a 2 spot here for Chicago in the 6th.
Milwaukee losing now 4-0. St. Louis up over Arizona 3-0.
Lance Berkman in his 24th. Rysop strikes out Lopez. The Bucks now trail by 1. And coming up in the bottom half of the 6th inning against Rodrigo Lopez, it'll be Andrew McCutchen, followed by Neil Walker, and then Lyle Overbay.
Tonight's freeze cam. Fukudome coming in hard, and that saved a couple of runs. That's a big play in this ball game. McHenry just dumping one in there, and there's the freeze. Great catch by Fukudome. That was the Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Three-two, head to the bottom of the sixth.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. We had to change shirts. You had to wear the red when you read that promo.
Promo reader shirt.
Yep. There's a Bucco fan shirt. Bucco fans hoping the Pirates can rally. Down one.
A lot of time left. 4 innings to go.
A Bob Walk shirt.
No, my shirt wasn't like that. You'll see Sunday.
Bob Walk yellow, what they're calling it.
Let's answer right away. Something going.
And this homerless streak against Lopez. That is spanked foul. Oh, nice pickup there, too.
Wow. Showing some skills here, huh? Ball ripped down the line with velocity. See how much it's going to hook, though. Hooking. And then out of nowhere.
Sheesh.
Great catch was made.
Yeah. Well, the bullpen starts to go to work for the Cubs. Mike Quaddy will lift Lopez at any sign of getting tired. Only at 78 pitches. Lopez making his 4th Cubs start, his 13th appearance. This veteran Rodrigo Lopez, 203rd big league start. The Cubs have had trouble with their staff really all year long. Carlos Zambrano on the disabled list. Ryan Dempster, they weren't sure whether he'd be able to make the start tomorrow with the lower back problems, but threw on the side yesterday, reported no trouble, so he will go tomorrow night. Hit deep to center. Marlon Byrd back to the warning track, nearing the wall, and gone!
Well, what we were talking about, huh? Answer, and you wanted a home run. Got them both. Answered immediately with the home run. Gets the crowd back into the ball game. A little momentum back on our side. The flags waving.
He had gone 88. This pitch is driven, as you see, deep to center. Byrd looked as though he had a shot. .104 batters since the last home run given up. Boy, did that ignite this big sellout crowd. They are just absolutely in love with this baseball team and baseball in Pittsburgh. It is a baseball town. Kutch is clutch again.
Well, he's been playing so well of late. Great road trip. Just hammering the baseball.
Good pitch there, and Walker concedes.
A little bit of a fade on that fastball. Came back and caught the inside corner. Ball moved 7 inches.
7 inches?
7 inches back toward the corner.
How did you know that precisely?
my eyeballs are calibrated to measure the breaks.
You are the answer man. You're the shirt man and the answer man. Kiner, 7 inches.
Yep. Scoreboard said horizontal break 7 inches. And that one had a 6-inch horizontal break and a 2-inch vertical break. I'd tell you how they figured that out, but it's classified.
Someday, maybe, if.
There it is, right there. See?
See,
that one was straight as a string, no vertical break whatsoever. But moved 7 inches sideways. Watch the strike zone. 3 down, 7 over.
See the spin direction there?
Hey, how about the spin rate, the RPM? Is that 1,800 RPM? I don't know what the red line is on a good fastball. 2,000 maybe? What's the highest RPM ever recorded on a pitch?
It used to be just a fastball.
No, now you get the RPMs.
With those batting, it used to be just a batting average.
They have OPS.
Yeah.
There's a number that I really would like to see more of, and I really don't even know what this would mean, but I would like to see guys' percentage of knocking in runs from third base with less than 2 outs. How many they leave there, how many they knock in. I would like to see that.
Well, certainly
become a nice stat. I know it's available.
Yeah.
I would like to see that listed somewhere.
Strike out of Overbay.
Well, this pitch is going to move 8 inches away and drops 4. Well, 7-3, close enough. But see, it's a changeup, so the spin rate is only 1,500. You don't get the same spin on a changeup.
That is something else. Three ball game. After the home run, back-to-back strikeouts. Walker looking, Overbay swinging, and now Josh Harrison. James Russell. Jeff Samardzija, the righty. One ball, 2 strikes to count on James Harrison. Broken bat. He's hustling down the line, and Castro not going to get him. Infield hit for Josh Harrison.
Look, hey, you tried to sell it, didn't he?
He sure did. He was halfway to the dugout.
Yeah, he came off the bag hard. Watch how quick Pena comes off the bag and just jogging immediately. Not even jogging, almost a sprint for the dugout. Trying to influence the umpire a little bit.
A heck of a play there by Castro, but
yes, it was.
Did not get the out. This 21-year-old is a special player. Shortstop for the Chicago Cubs. Mark Riggins, the pitching coach, going to go out. The batter, Michael McHenry. Lopez has allowed 8 hits now, 3 runs. Last time out, 7 shutout innings for him against the White Sox. Held them to just 2 hits. McCutchen's home run, number 13 on the year, now has 49 RBIs this season. McHenry hit a shallow pop to right and a drive to deep center his first two at bats. One ball, no strikes on the Pirates catcher. Pop up, center field. Final out. Andrew McCutchen started the inning with the home run over the center field fence, his 13th of the year, ties the game at 3 as we move to the 7th at PNC Park in game 1 of 3 against the Cubbies.
Save big this Sunday by using your Giant Eagle Advantage card. When the Bucks take on the Cubs at 1:35, purchase tickets on the day of the game and you'll save $5 off select reserve seats. Purchase in advance and double that savings to $10 off. To get tickets, visit the PNC Park ticket window or go online to pirates.com/advantage card. I'm definitely going to have to give you one of those red promo reader shirts.
Switching again.
Keep this up.
Fukudome has grounded out 3 times. Now facing Chris Resop. James McDonald off the hook. Now a battle between two bullpens, the Pirates and the Cubs.
Rysop definitely would like to have a quick 3 innings, kind of make up for that Soriano double.
Quick 3 outs.
3 outs. You can pitch all 3, I guess. But 3 outs is what I meant. Sure, he feels bad about that 0-2 pitch.
Double barrel action in the bullpen for the Bucks. Daniel McCutchen, Tony Watson, and 3-1 the count on Fukudome. Ground single to right. Fukudome begins the 7th inning with a base hit.
4 ground balls, one of them finally found a hole for him.
3rd time in the last 4 innings the Cubs have had their leadoff man aboard.
What they're going to do here with Castro, big man on deck. Go ahead run first.
You could see a bunch of things happening here. If he sacrifices, which he's not going to do, Pirates, you'd figure, would intentionally walk the hot hitting Ramirez, then bring on the lefty Watson to face the left-hand hitting Carlos Pena. Bob already cited Pena's miserable numbers against left-handed pitching.
111. I saw that today. I was just like, wow, that's. I mean, can you play him against lefties? 111.
How many? I mean, was it a bunch of at bats?
It was like 12, maybe. Just kidding. I got it right here in front of me, right? It is 72 at bats. You know, I mean, a pretty decent amount. Certainly enough at bats to know he can't hit lefties.
And with that in mind, because of all that, now the runner goes. And the throw is good. Got tag applied. McHenry gets rid of that ball so quickly.
I'll tell you, this is a nice tag by Walker, too. The nice quick release. The throw might have been just a little high. Walker's got that ball and brought it down real fast.
Quick. How about the quick tag?
Ball comes in just a little high. Walker gets it down right to the shin. Great job. The AGH cam shows it all.
Well, McHenry will call time. And Walker applying the quick tag. Fukudome.
Oh, this is a rarity. No gloves in front of the face during the whole conversation. First time I've seen that in years.
What can we reward Rysop and McHenry for that? How about a red Pirate shirt?
Still don't know what they said, huh? It was like a throwback.
Base hit to center. It's the fourth hit given up by Rysop. He has only retired 1 batter. He's faced 5 men. Now Ramos Ramirez.
Well, there's certainly a huge situation in this ball game. The hottest hitters in baseball coming to the plate with the game on the line.
Ramos Ramirez, the reigning National League Player of the Week. 2 homers on Tuesday and Wednesday in Washington. Homered in the 1st inning tonight. Singled in the 3rd inning when he was jammed on a pitch from James McDonald. Hit by a pitch to start the 6th.
He's due to make it out. Gotta look at it that way. Hidden vigorish. That applies, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Last 2 weeks hitting about 400, Ramirez. Amazing the difference between the Ramirez we saw earlier this season and this one. All the confidence now back. This veteran, 33 years old. Closer play there.
He's had a pretty nice career, Ramos has. Can't take that away from him. There's the pickoff throw. Pretty close. 6 times he's driven in 100 runs in his career.
Castro 10 steals in 11 attempts this season. This is going to head out of play. It's 1-2. Ramirez used to strike out a ton, doesn't strike out nearly as much. Injuries have robbed him of some at bats over the years. Last season pretty miserable for Ramirez with just .241. 1-2 count. Two and two.
That one would have been nice. Huh? See the right hand going up. Just a little bit too far outside.
Fly ball. McCutchen. Big out for Risa. Root Sports is online at rootsports.com with exclusive player interviews and more. So stay connected with our favorite local teams at rootsports.com.
Yeah, that's right. Nice black and gold shirts.
Very nice. Would be nice accented with the red. Clint Hurdle is going to go to the bullpen. Left-hander will face Carlos Pena, we assume. Tony Watson. Pirates look for the final out of the top of the 7th inning with a man on. A tie ball game. beautiful pictures again from the AGH cam here at PNC Park. Buccos and the Cubs are tied up in the first of this 3-game series, 3 apiece. And now it is Carlos Pena, this matchup, the veteran against the rookie, Tony Watson. The overall numbers there. Lefties hitting him at a .316 clip, 6 out of 19. And Pena, even though he's batting only .111 against lefties, still very dangerous. Just 8 hits, but half of them home runs. 8 for 72. 4 of them homers. Strike one, very important first pitch from Watson.
You know, when Watson hasn't done well, it's almost always been controlled. So it is good to see him get ahead 0-1. Pena's splits.
Ground ball, shallow right. Walker. Tony Watson gets the big final out to keep this game tied at 3. 7th inning stretch time. We'll keep it here and enjoy the sights and sounds at PNC Park.
Bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie. And join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
The Pirates organization. One of their top prospects, the lefty Luis Heredia, Gulf Coast League game, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 5 walks, a strikeout. Very early on in his professional career. Luis Heredia.
A little on the wild side.
Yeah.
That's what you see a lot from youngsters with the good arms, and they have to learn how to harness that stuff.
Good looking. More bright
black and gold
shirt.
I think that's a bowling shirt, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Pirates Charities. James Russell, the lefty. Oh, by the way, Pedro Alvarez, 2 for 4 and 3 RBIs tonight for AAA Indy.
See Russell's numbers on the year. Nothing all that great there. 1-5 record.
What is great is their 9th inning guys. So you want to get that lead. If you're the Bucks, and avoid Carlos Marmol at all costs. And of course, go to the hammer. All-star Joel Hanrahan. A big bottom of the 7th inning here. Xavier Paul's first at bat.
Seen Joel out there in a while. Monday.
Maybe a broken bat. Base hit for Xavier Paul. Nice start to the 7th. Left-hand hitter against the lefty. Russell serves it out into center field.
Off the end of the bat. Just barely had enough. Castro got a pretty good beat on this. Looked like for a moment he was going to make a play. Get the glove up there, but just couldn't quite reach it. How close? Ooh, that was a lot closer than I thought. A couple inches from that look. Looking for a bunt.
A couple of hits tonight for Alex Presley and a run scored.
Ramirez is creeping in from third base. Pena has to hold on the runner. The best place for this bunt is the first base side.
One out, sacrifice. 2-4.
That's the advantage of having speed on the bases. It doesn't have to be that good of a bunt. If you're bunting over somebody that is average or worse, that bunt wasn't going to cut it. It's left right there in the front on the dirt. Soto's got a play on just about anybody. I was going to say anybody but Paul, but on our team we got a bunch of guys who can run like Paul.
Well, about 3 guys that he couldn't have gotten over to second. Well, Mike Quaddy is going to make another pitching change. James Russell will exit, and a righty will come on to face Chase Darno as the Pirates try and get that go-ahead run in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a beautiful game. Even prettier with a sellout and an AGH cam. And a runner at second base. Veteran Kerry Wood goes after the rookie Chase Darno. These young Pirate players that have been called up to fill spots because of injury have succeeded against some veteran pitchers. Kerry Wood just off the disabled list a week ago. Spent time on the DL with a blister. And a line drive to left field. Soriano coming on makes the catch, and Xavier Paul apparently thought there were 2 outs. A line drive to left, and Paul took off as if there were 2 outs. tied at 3 on to the 8th. Don't go anywhere. You'll miss Clint Hurdle's take on the game and what the players are saying from the field. Stick around and catch Pirates postgame. It's coming up on Root Sports following this ball game. Hopefully following a Pirates win, but that stings. Xavier Paul taking off from second base and not slowing down on the line drive hit by Chase Darno.
Well, Greg, I got to believe that he just made a bad mistake there in judging the ball. Take a look at it again. He had to have thought that this ball.
He doesn't hesitate.
Well, after seeing the replay, Greg, I think maybe he didn't know how many outs there were, because you're right. He didn't hesitate. He never looked. Couldn't misjudge something he never looked at. But being the leadoff hitter and just getting sacrificed over there, it's hard for me to believe that he didn't know there was just one out. But I guess it almost doesn't matter which way, because it definitely was not a good play, whether he misjudged the ball or didn't know how many outs there are. Because even if you think the ball is going to fall in, you can't just hope it does. You have to be sure it falls in. It's too important just to take off.
Well, important now that the Veras picks up Paul and his teammate. One ball, one strike on Soto, who is 0 for 3. The man on deck, Marlon Byrd, is 3 for 3. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jose Veras looking to hand the ball over, hopefully to Hanrahan with the lead in the 9th. And he gets Soto. Soto down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. A ball that just drops off the table.
Oh, that curveball has just been such a great pitch this year for him. It just kind of made his year right from the very start. And to go along with a good 93 to 95 mile-an-hour fastball that he has just about every single night. And fun to watch. 95.
Marlon Byrd, 2 singles, a double, a run scored, and a stolen base. One and two.
That hook again, which will freeze him a little bit. I thought after he put that one on that outside corner that he would chase the next one just a little bit. He didn't go.
Marlon Byrd almost his 4th hit. Sounded like he broke his bat.
He didn't chase that breaking ball off the plate. No, he hits the fastball on a line that looked like it was on the outside corner the other way. It's hard to figure him out.
He was a Cubs All-Star last year, his first season in a Chicago uniform.
I think if he's not going to chase, maybe you can paint one on the outside corner, and then he hits it like that. Try to go out there again, that time 96.
Well, now what do you throw?
I'd throw knuckleball here.
Yeah, I like that idea. He's going to throw his curveball here. He doesn't care. You can book it. Nope. Walked him with a fastball. A 1-out free pass to Marlon Byrd, who's on base for the 4th time. Well, we check out what's happening in the National League Central Division race. And currently those scores, the Reds and the Brewers tied at 4. Cardinals and D-backs are tied at 3. Now it's Soriano. Doubled in a run. A pair of runs in the 6th. 37,140 the paid attendance tonight.
Keep your eye on Byrd.
Byrd stole a base in the 2nd. The 9th sellout of the season here at PNC Park. Pitch coming. Alvarez falls behind Soriano. 2-0. Close.
Thank you.
At the call.
Soriano says that ball's not high.
Wally Bell's hearing from the bench as well.
Yeah, they're hollering at him. Oh, it turned gold.
Wally Bell knows.
It turned yellow.
It's a strike. See if Byrd is running on this pitch. slips. Marlon Byrd is going to be held at third on a double off the wall in right field.
How did Byrd not score on that? He did not read that one very well. I mean, if you watch Paul here turns his back kind of to the infield right here, looks up like that ball's not going to be caught, and then he fell down. Yeah, he would have been out. Byrd getting a third about the time Walker was getting that ball. And they have a meeting at the mound now.
This is a Clint Hurdle sprint for a strategy session. The batter Darwin Barney, the rookie. Pitcher spot to follow. The bench players available for Mike Quade include lefties Blake DeWitt, left-hand hitters Blake DeWitt and Tony Campana. Switch hitter Coy Hill, the catcher. Righties available Jeff Baker and Reed Johnson. One out, infield creeps in. Barney has walked, hit into a double play, and reached on an infield single. He has been excellent in these situations. Ball one. His hit last night proved to be the game winner in Washington. 2-0 count. Blake DeWitt on deck. Two-one count.
Comes your curveball here, Greg. Or maybe not.
Missed with a fastball, and now it's 3-1. Bounced into left field. Cubs take the lead. Darwin Barney
never threw the hook. 2-1, 3-1. You have to have a strikeout. There's a base open. You can set up a double play if you walk him. I just don't like going at him with fastballs on both those pitches. You got to try and strike him out with your strikeout pitch. And when he's ahead, he's hunting fastball. That's when he's most vulnerable to the hook.
Blake DeWitt bats for Kerry Wood. Barris and the Pirates now really need a ground ball here. Ball one. Starter James McDonald went 5 2/3. 3 runs, 5 hits. I was talking to Kevin Correa and Paul Mahalem, starting pitchers the next 2 games.
Might have been talking about that situation. What pitches you would throw. That got him right on his right, maybe wrist. Oh no, it hit the forearm. I think he got both arms with that.
Soriano doubled off the wall in right. Two and one. Veras struggles with control here after the strikeout of Soto. He walked Bird, then the Soriano double, and the Barney single. To count on DeWitt. Do it again. Still a 2-2 count. Blake DeWitt, the former first-round pick of the Dodgers. Facing Jose Veras in his first year with the Buccos.
Ground ball to Walker.
Still 2-2. Veras had made 10 straight scoreless appearances before giving up this 8th inning run. Another 2-2 pitch. Got him.
Good curveball there.
2 outs, top of the order. Kosuke Fukudome.
It's definitely his strikeout pitch. Well, he used it wanted batter too late though.
Ball one on Fukudome. 1 out of 4. Brewers take the lead. McCutchen, his second home run of the season. Earlier, Ricky Weeks went deep for Milwaukee. Joey Votto hit his 13th for the Reds as they had an early 4-0 lead. Now the Brewers in front. And now 2-0 on Fukudome. St. Louis and Arizona still tied at 3 in the bottom of the 6th in St. Louis. On Fukudome. Starlin Castro on deck.
.30 pitches. That's a bunch for a reliever. McCutchen's probably thrown that many.
Now the bases are loaded. Second walk of the inning. Clint Hurdle will go to Daniel McCutchen to face Starlin Castro with a run in, and the bases loaded, 2 outs in the 8th. The Cubs have a 1-run lead, and they're now looking for insurance. See if Daniel McCutchen can get the final out of this top of the 8th inning. Will not participate in the All-Star game in order to rest injuries. Andre Ethier will replace Shane Victorino on the All-Star roster as he finished second in the All-Star final vote. Mike Trout called up from Double-A, the Angels, the #1 prospect in baseball at the age of 19. John Lannon, the lefty for the Nationals, hit the base by a Ty Wigginton line drive. The Colorado Rockies. He is day-to-day with a nasal contusion. Now Daniel McCutchen.
He needs to get us out of a big jam here. They're up and hollering. We need to do something about this. Got to get this final out.
Castro 1 for 4. Takes a strike. 3 at-bats against James McDonald, a strikeout, 2 fly balls to right. His last at-bat was against Chris Rhysop, and he singled to center. Ball 1 strike on the 21-year-old. Runners Alfonso Soriano at third, Darwin Barney at second. Tosuke Fukudomi is at first. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the bottom half of the inning, pitcher spot due up to lead things off for Pittsburgh before Andrew McCutchen and Neil Walker. Right now down a run. Pop up and gonna hit out a play. No chance for Michael McHenry. Clint Hurdle hoping his club will have a chance in the bottom of the 8th. And we said Carlos Marmol ranks right up there with Joel Hanrahan, maybe, in terms of top closers.
It's so important to keep this one-run game going into the bottom of this inning. I mean, this at bat is just huge.
Castro stays alive.
Not easy for McCutchen too. He has to come in, and with the bases loaded, there's nowhere to put anybody, or you can't try and make a pitcher's pitch if you get in that situation. You absolutely have to throw strikes. You don't want to walk in another run here. You're down by a run already. Not much room for error now.
Another 1-2 pitch to Castro. A fly ball to left. Presley is back with room. A big out from Daniel McCutchen. Along top of the 8th. The Cubs get one. The Pirates go to work in the bottom half of the 8th inning at PNC Park. Down 4-3. Move to the bottom half of the 8th inning. First of a 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs. 140 on hand here at PNC Park. The 9th sellout of the year. Great night. Of course, it would be even better if the Pirates come back here. Facing lefty Sean Marshall. Matt Diaz will pinch hit.
Marshall's pretty tough. That whip that walks and hits per innings pitch down almost an even 1. Pretty good 1-2 punch they have with him and Marmol.
Diaz just 1 for 11 in his career against Marshall. Let's see what he has done as a pinch hitter this season. Last 7 games, Diaz has gotten hot, hitting .435 during that stretch. Marshall misses with the breaking ball. Last night in Washington, Marshall threw a scoreless 7th inning but gave up a run with 2 outs in the 8th inning that tied the game. Two count on the pinch hitter Diaz. Almost. 3-2 count. Marshall has walked only 7 unintentionally this season in 42 innings. McCutchen on deck, then Walker.
The fans trying to get Pirates going. That leadoff hitter on, that would be a good way to do it. Yeah, that's it.
Time for our Coors Light cold hard blast. Andrew McCutchen led off the bottom of the 6th inning with the Bucks down a run. Homered off Rodrigo Lopez, his 13th of the year. Tied the game at 3. Our cold hard blast brought to you by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Here comes McCutchen now.
He got some speed over at first base. Siriaco is now in the ball game as a pinch runner. He might be as fast as anybody we got. He can fly.
In addition to the home run, McCutchen has walked and has been hit by a pitch in this game. 0 for 4 in previous matchups against Marshall in his career.
Playing deep in the outfield right now. Bird, he's pushed way back in center field. Look at that. He's just a couple steps in front of the warning track.
Marshall now ahead of the count, 1-2 on McCutchen.
Trying to guard against no doubles. That's why they get back there. That's tough to do for a left fielder here, to play that no doubles. That big gap over your left shoulder that, well, if he hits it out there, there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to be a double.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Now Soto wants to talk to Marshall.
He wants him to bounce that curveball. sign you saw, those are calling pickoffs and pitch outs, not pitches.
Two and two.
Somewhere there could be either a pitch out or a pickoff throw or a hold and step off. That's what those signs are that go to the catcher.
McCutchen calls time.
Of course, highly unlikely to be a pitch out in the way the count is now in the game scenario, but that's what the catcher is always looking for, that sort of sign.
2 and 2. Down a run in the 8th. A fly ball to shallow right. Pregame. One down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Marshall gets a big out of McCutchen. Walker will now bat right-handed against the lefty Marshall. A little bit better from this side over the last couple of weeks. Getting more confident as a right-hand hitter.
Pretty even last year, if I remember right.
Yeah, almost exact.
This is something that's just flared up this season.
Ball one. Walker had an infield single in the 3rd inning that brought in 2 runs. Alex Presley and the speedy Chase Darno, giving Walker 57 RBIs on the year. One ball, one strike. Cubs led 1-0 in the 1st on an Aramis Ramirez homer. The Walker infield hit brought home 2 to give Pittsburgh a 2-1 lead. And in the 6th, the Cubs scored twice. An Alfonso Soriano 2-run double. Andrew McCutchen's homer tied it. Cubs got the lead back in the top of the 8th off Jose Veras. Trying to get Siriaco around. 1 and 2 on Walker. Nick Leva.
Oh, look out, Nick.
This is it, an infield hit that brings home 2 runs. Presley from 3rd and Darno, who is at 2nd.
Darno scoring without a throw. That was some kind of hustle. But we need a hero right now.
Soto again out to the mound. Could be 2. Oh, good play by Siriaco to disrupt the potential double play. He went in fast and hard, and that disrupted Castro's throw to first.
I'm hoping that ball would find one of those gates, the dugout fence, move Walker in scoring position. But Greg, you're right. This is Siriaco doing a great job here. Watch him going in, goes wide of the bag for sure. And Castro way out of shape, and that just missed that gate by just a foot or two, so almost went down the steps.
Kelly Johnson has just hit a grand slam for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Give the D-backs a 7-3 lead over the Cardinals. Reds and Brewers tied at 5 in the 7th. And an opposite base hit for Overbay against the left-hander. Second hit for Overbay tonight. 2 on, 2 out.
Able to just kind of muscle it. The ball got in on him, probably hit about where the label is, but just kind of was able to push it off and get that very valuable base hit. Move the tying run to scoring position.
Mike Quaddy is out.
He's made the call.
Yeah, he is. He's going to his closer right now. He wants Marmol to get 4 outs. We'll see if he can retire Josh Harrison as the Bucks threaten in the 8th. Today and has a couple of hits in 3 at-bats. There would be none bigger in his early major league career than against one of the top pitchers in baseball, Carlos Marmol.
Yeah, he'll remember this birthday. He knocks in this run off Marmol. Marmol, he is so tough even to just get put in play. Look at 52 strikeouts in 40 innings.
Got the save last night in Washington. 18 for 23 in save opportunities. He has held the opposition scoreless in his last 13 outings. Former Cub minor leaguer Josh Harrison at the plate against Carlos Marmol. And a little broken back. And the run going to be waved. Here's the throw to the plate. It is not going to get him. And we are tied at 4 as the J-Hay kid delivers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Look at the crowd now, Greg. Happy birthday. He didn't wait. He went up there and looked for that first pitch. He didn't want to get in the hole. Wanted to hit a strike. Got the job done.
McHenry telling Walker to get down. Just beating the throw. Tied at 4. Unreal. Another young player coming through for Clint Hurdle. And now you look for another. 0-2 on McHenry. This crowd now in a frenzy after Harrison delivers with his 3rd hit tonight to tie this game at 4 off Carlos Marmol. Overbay at second. The go-ahead run. Line foul into the seats. Henry will need a new piece of lumber. Battling Marmol. 3 at-bats against the starter Lopez. Robbed of a hit by Fukudome his first at-bat. Flied out deep to center in his second AB, and his last time up he flied to Marlon Byrd. And he's 0 for 3. And a pop-up. Catcher Soto back to take a look. Out of play. The Reds have taken a 7-5 lead now over Milwaukee. Oh, you think it's crazy tonight? Can you imagine?
Yeah, it's crazy tonight.
Tomorrow night,
I can't imagine
the way things are going.
It's crazy right now.
Scratch out another run. That's out of play. If they were to scratch out a run, somehow find a way to get a W. The Brewers are down 7-5 in the 7th. Arizona leads 7-3 in the 7th. Bucks could find themselves tied atop the Central tomorrow morning. McHenry continues to battle with 2 strikes.
Marmol won't waste a pitch on it.
Why do you think that is, by the way?
I don't know.
This guy's got as good a slider as anybody.
Yeah, I mean, he's a strikeout machine, but he keeps going right at him despite the 0-2 count.
Fly ball to left field. Michael McHenry, the fort! Oh, baby! Your Buccos lead it! Unbelievable! Wow! His first in the big leagues! They're going to bring the house down! They want a curtain call from the fort. It's hammer time. That tells the story. That tells the story. The AGH cam, and this ballpark is 11 years old. It has never been louder. Never. The curtain call from McHenry. The Pirates rookie catcher acquired from the Boston Red Sox, playing at AAA Pawtucket. His first big league homer, Clint Hurdle. And Mark Strittmatter, a coach, highly recommending the acquisition. Now Hanrahan tries to nail it down.
I don't know if you noticed that, Greg, on that shot of the dugout during the curtain call. Did you see Overbay?
Yep. Yes, I did.
He's been around for a long, long time. He knows what that meant. You can't write a script like that.
Just the season continues to amaze. Ramirez fouls it out of play. 1-2.
What was that you were saying about you think it's crazy tonight?
Yeah, I do. It's as crazy as it has ever been here. He went one away.
He just came in and struck out the hottest hitter in the league.
One more save will break the Pirates record for most saves by the All-Star break. And will break Mike Williams' record if he can get 2 more outs. Looking for save number 26.
This crowd might not go home tonight. See, now's when Pena could bunt, right? Yeah, you're down by 3 runs.
Yep.
You need a big inning. You got to have some base runners. Got the shift on. There's nobody playing third.
There you go.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah. Referring to a peculiar decision by Pena.
First at bat.
Had 2 strikes on him.
With 2 outs.
With 2 outs. And now telling
Garneau in.
Move over and in. One and 2.
Garneau will move back, play shortstop again. Don't have to worry about it now with 2 strikes.
High pop. Foul. One and 2 on Pena. With Soto to follow. Bucks coming back from a 1-0 deficit in the third to take a 2-1 lead. They were down 3-2 heading to the bottom of the 6th. They tied it. Down a run in the bottom of the 8th. Ooh, very close. Clint Hurdle. Reaction of the skipper.
Watch the strike zone. It was right there. Turned yellow. Didn't get the call. Skipper doesn't like it. Doesn't understand. Like his black and yellow watch.
Bunted right back to Hanrahan. 2 outs. When you think about the Pedro Siriaco takeout slide, allowing the inning to continue. Overbase, opposite field, single to left. Josh Harrison, right away. The first swing and the base hit. And then the McHenry home run. His first career homer on an 0-2 pitch. Hanrahan, he wants it right now. The Pirate All-Star. And now down 1-2. $37,140. 9th sellout of this season. We're going to see a bunch more. Trying to get a swing and a miss to end it.
Pull the trigger!
Yes. Raise the Jolly Roger. Save number 26. Michael McHenry's home run is first in the big leagues. Gives the Pittsburgh Pirates another improbable win.
No, Greg, this one was anything but flawless, but I don't know if I've ever enjoyed the ending of a game more than this one.
How about your Bucks? The amazing story continues. The 2011 Pittsburgh Pirates. Stay tuned. Pirates postgame with Paul Alexander, Kent Tekulve coming up next on Root Sports.